Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test, now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, don't know what is in me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up from my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen him down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the raise. Got a meal, now they coming with a blaze. Check the numbers, fam, I swear I'm getting paid. I'm a Don just like the Perrier. It's one time when I'm looking at a face. On the low like I'm pushing up the bass. Told him come down and I'll meet him at a gate. Got a check and I bought myself a place. They get some money and they blow it on bait. I don't flex but I'm pushing all the weight. Told them all I swear I got it's what it takes. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go.
is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is going on, Mafia? We got an amazing show for you tonight as Bitcoin is still basically just ranging around in the same range it was in 2 days ago. So shout out to the sideways price action. But guys, in tonight's live stream, we're going to be taking a look at the charts. We're taking a look at those key levels of resistance above as we play around with this local range. Are we going to be able to get a move past those all-time highs as we've been sitting here and waiting for as Bitcoin just continuously ranges sideways? Are we more likely over the weekend to get a pump or a dump? And I really hate to say it, it's not as clear as I would like it to be. So let's go ahead and shout out to the CandleMafia. A real quick shout out, guys. Already got a couple of super chats. Shout out to Money Shot. I appreciate that super chat, bro. He says, lost my job a month ago and haven't worried a single day because of you. Thanks, man. Shout out to Money Shot. And hey, bro, you made the name. We're just helping you fulfill the character, I guess. So shout out to Money Shot. Congratulations. I assume you're killing the trades here, and I guess I had something to do with it. So that makes me absolutely unbelievably happy. So shout out to Money Shot. I appreciate you for letting me know that, because this is literally the things. These are literally the things that keep me going every single day here, except for last night at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I had some stuff that we had to take care of. But shout out to Honest Crypto as well. Thank you for the super chat. Said thanks for all you do, Frankie. Shout out to Honest Crypto. I appreciate you, bro. You don't gotta thank me. I love doing this legitimately, and days where I have to take the night off are extremely painful for me, guys. I hate taking time off of this live stream. I mean, it was just one live stream yesterday, but it's really hard. It's really hard for me to not do these live streams. Number one, because I just feel like I should be working when I'm not. Number two, I genuinely enjoy these. These are literally the best part of my day. So with all that being said, shout out to Cam. Says, big up Frankenstein. Yo, shout out to you, bro. He said, can you have a look at XRP later? I want to buy a big bag of XRP, but looking for a good entry. Shout out to Karn. We will definitely take a look at XRP. No problemo, brother. And don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Every 100 likes we get gives you guys some extra free crypto. We're going to be doing the giveaways at the end of tonight's stream. So smash up that like button. And if we get 850 likes on tonight's live stream, as always, well, not as always, but once again, I will be giving away $100 of XRP. So shout out to Harn. I'll do this for you, Harn. How about this? If we get 850 likes, I will give away 100 XRP to a random Mafia member, but I will also send $100 in XRP to you. So how about that? $200 in XRP given away today. If we hit 850 likes, some for Harn, I think that was his name, and then some for another random CandleMafia member. And we're also giving away a bunch of crypto anyway. So actually, mods, if you guys can drop the link to the video that they need to like and comment on to enter the giveaway, we will do that in just a minute. Shout out to Tyler Jordan, bro. I got to answer your text message, man. I'm sorry. I've been running all over the place. I did get your text message. I am not ignoring you. I will answer you, brother. Shout out to you. But with all that being said, guys, we got a lot to look at here on the live stream. So shout out to David. Shout out to David. Thank you for being here. BCH killing it. We got Aaron's in the chat. We got Tyler Durden. As always, guys, show some love to our mods. You know who they are, and we love them, and I know you guys do too. So show them some love in the chat. We got 2K in the chat. We got Neil. What is going on, Neil? Thank you for being here. We got Lone Shark. What is going on? Man Bear Pig in the chat. He's saying, Crimson Caravan Company. What is going on? Good to see you in here. As always, Curtis, Neil, Anna Maria, Dave Digital says Piano Matty B. Subscriber appreciation stream tonight at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, right after my live stream. He said your live stream, but it's me. Shout out to Dave Digital. Yeah, maybe. Hey, if he's live by the time we leave out of here, we will go ahead and raid Piano Matty B. So with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right on into the charts. While you guys are busy smashing that like button, I'm gonna give you some sauce on these dang Bitcoin charts. Let's get into it. So here we are on the Bitcoin chart. Let me go ahead and clear something on this other screen. Bada boom, bada bing. So, guys, for the most part, I have to be honest, not much has happened, right? Basically, since the 25th. Not much has happened. We have simply just created a new little local range here, which is obviously marked out by this volume profile. And the real question does remain. Are we going to get a bigger move to the upside, or are we going to get a correction down? Now, as you guys know, my general sentiment has been to continue looking up for this liquidity above the all-time high to get taken. So again, right, let me go ahead and see if we can pull up those. Let's see if we can bring up the high block capital chart here. So as you guys know, this is kind of the volume profile that we're looking at here. The value area low coming in at 64,862, POC coming in at 67,235, and your value area high, which is not currently marked right now, coming in at about $71,283. So this is kind of the longer term kind of context that I'm looking at the market in, with our lows down here, our highs up here. And then we obviously also have this kind of local range where, as you guys know, we were looking at some scalp, or we were talking about the scalp long that we took in the premium Discord yesterday, simply looking for this thing to not only deviate below the low, but also looking for it to return back into the value area low. And the reason I'm bringing this up, guys, is because of how clean this was. Now, obviously, we don't give the setups here on the live stream as we do that in the premium Discord. But, one thing that is very, very nice here is we did take that long position yesterday as we deviated below the volume profile. We got a little rejection, and then eventually we did wind up getting back up in here, flipping this to support and getting a ride up to that POC as well as that value area high and beyond, as we would expect. So I just know I mentioned that position yesterday, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys, this stuff plays out, right? Like, there are reasons why we look for these trades and why we expect them to play out. And just to show the simple power of the volume profile, I know I say it every single day, look to flip that value area low to support. At that point, the next likely place for price to go is the POC. And then once you flip that POC, you are looking up to that value area high. It's undeniable how reliable these are, undeniably reliable. But we will go ahead and what I want to do here is take a look at that heat map, because obviously, as we kind of bing bong sideways, price action has been pretty boring. But as we bing bong sideways here, I just want to point out that there is money to be made here, right? I did not personally take this short, but again, what happens here? You deviate above your volume profile, you get to move back into your range, right back down to the value area low, then you deviate below, you look for longs, get accepted back above the low, then you're looking to go to the high, obviously understanding that you're going to stop off at that POC, and then what happened up here? You deviate above the value area high. This is where you would be looking for a short position, right, as this would be considered an overvalued asset within the context of the local price action. And then what happened, right? The plan for here would not only be to look for a short, but simply to ride this, right, look for price to get accepted back into your range, and then your target, for the most part, would be that value area low. And once again, just like it worked out on yesterday's trade, from the value area low to the value area high, this is just textbook stuff here. So, although price action is boring right now, guys, there is money to be made all over the place. So, you look for the longs at the lows, shorts at the highs. We're making these little singles and doubles to slowly grow that account over time. And then eventually, hopefully, when we do wind up getting that breakout, if we wind up getting that breakout, you will likely be in a long position if you're trading a similar strategy to us. Chances are, once you get that breakout, you will be in a position down from the low, or even in a short from all the way at the high. So with that being said, let's pull up that's kind of the local price action, right? We're just kind of scalping this little range until we wind up getting the breakout or the breakdown. Now let's go ahead and zoom out to a higher time frame. And again, right, like for the most part, guys, I am still targeting the highs here, right? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to happen, right? Just because I think it's going to happen doesn't mean that's guaranteed to happen. Now, we do get it right way more than we get it wrong, but we're not always right, as nobody can be, right? Especially when you're trading. But if I just run this, actually, let me pull up a little bit of a higher time frame. Let's pull that 1 month heat map here, this liquidation heat map. And you guys can see, let me just quit some of this stuff here. As you guys can see, right, this liquidity is very much sitting there, right? Like, this is why we have that marked out on the chart, right? These short liquidations, because we talk about this almost every single day. Liquidity acts as a magnet for price, right? Typically, right? It will oftentimes act as a magnet for price. So the fact that we are getting closer and, well, not closer and closer, but we were getting closer and closer, and now we're kind of consolidating below resistance here. Are we going to get sucked up towards that magnet, which is the liquidity? This has a lot to do with why I am anticipating the highs to eventually get taken. Now, that is obviously not the only thing that can happen here, right? We could be wrong. And I'm going to give you guys kind of the bearish case, which again has not really changed. Part of the reason why not the reason I took off, but part of the reason why I wasn't really like, why I felt okay taking care of business yesterday and not going live was the fact that nothing has really happened since the day before yesterday. So, my plan remains just about exactly the same, right? Still in the medium to longer term, expecting to come up and take those all-time highs. Locally, we are scalping this local range, as we were showing on not yesterday's live stream, on the stream before that. I think I said yesterday before. But what happens, right? Like if we take a look at Market Cipher B here really quickly, you guys can see, right? Let's pull up the 4-hour. Bada boom. And what is going on here? Now, number one, one thing that could potentially be on our side to come up and take these highs would be the money flow on that 4-hour time frame, right? Now, this is something I was just looking at with the premium Discord, kind of talking about, hey, like if we do wind up, getting a move to the upside, this 4-hour money flow has now crossed back over into the green. Now, this would potentially support that idea of coming up to the highs first. But, another thing to realize here is we do still have liquidity down below as well. Now, obviously, more of the liquidity is sitting above. On top that, plus the fact that we are closer to this liquidity, you could argue could potentially make it more likely to come up to the high first. But one thing you want to realize, guys, is just because this liquidity is here. Now, I am somewhat taking this into account that I am somewhat taking into account that, this is likely to get visited first because we are closer, because there is more liquidity up there. But that is not necessarily a black and white thing, right? This is not necessarily it doesn't guarantee just because we're closer to this that we're going to take that liquidity, right? But I'm taking an educated guess on it, right? Now, it's not just that, right? It's not just the liquidity. It is obviously also what I just brought up, which is that 4-hour money flow, which has crossed over into the green. Now, it is also, if you zoom in here, it's also locally coming up as well. I'm not putting as much weight on that. But you can see here, right, we've already spent a significant amount of time in the red here, right? Now, obviously, when we were seeing this money flow come out on the live stream with this 4-hour bearish divergence, we were looking at this as a potential sign of weakness for a breakdown back into this local range, a move to the POC, and then eventually down to the value area low. And then once we deviated, obviously, this is where we were looking for long positions. I am still holding my long from down here, but there is, whoops, come on, get out of here. The money flow came out, crossed into the red, gave us that downtrend to the bottom of the range. We deviated. We reclaimed the value area low. Now we're at the high, and the money flow is coming up. And this is part of the other reason why it may be more likely to come up and take that liquidity from above, right? Because it's not like money flow is coming out here. And again, the chances of this being a fake out into the green, in my own personal opinion, is a lot less than it is for it to be a fake out into the red, because we've already spent a decent amount of quality time down here in the red, right? So even on this red money flow crossover, it was likely to be a fake out in my opinion, because we had already spent a lot of time in the red, right? So it might be time to start coming back up into the green, in which case would support our hypothesis to come take those highs. So that is generally just the same plan that I've had in for the past couple of days, right? And with that 4-hour money flow is starting to look like it is going to back it up. Now, as always, guys, it is not all rainbows and butterflies. Unfortunately, if we take a look here at the 8-hour time frame, bear with me here while I pull up this. Okay, never mind. Guys, if you ever have your own business, guys, find yourself someone like Tony D. I just went to text Tony D to check if he did something, and I literally just pulled out my phone, opened up the message, and I already opened up, and there was already a message saying, I did this, this, and that. Like, find yourself someone like Tony D. Unbelievable. It really is crazy. Oh, not Dave Digital's alt account in the chat. Oh, God, that is definitely not Dave Digital. Shout out to you, brother. I will tell you this, Dave, the second I looked at chat, I instantly gravitated towards your towards that profile picture. It's like your other one, for some reason, is so hard for me to see. I don't know why. But that other one popped out instantly to me. But I will say, Dave, your new profile picture is low-key my favorite. Not for any particular reason. I'm just saying. You got a nice nose, bro. I'm just saying. Anyway, so with that being said, guys, key levels of support right now, in my opinion, right, remains the same as what we've been looking at all week, right? Number one, you have the weekly level right here at 69,106. This is partially the line in the sand that I would be looking at, right? Once you start losing this weekly, and more clearly the $68,500 to $69,000 level. If we pull up that VPVR, you guys can see we still have this gap down below, which will likely lead us down to the POC of this range at 67.2. So simply put, if we wind up breaking this range decisively, we can't get back above that weekly. We could wind up falling through that low volume gap pretty quickly. Now, your support does start coming in at about 68K. But remember, price is attracted to the high volume nodes, right? What's happening here? We're clinging to this node, partially why we're creating it there. And then when you have these low volume gaps, typically price will move very quickly through them because there's nothing holding you up. So, granted, your high volume node technically starts right here, your shelf of volume at 68K, but that POC is going to act as a magnet. So even if you kind of bounce off 68K, you're probably going to get sucked down towards that POC. And that's not just based off of the volume theory, which I guess you can argue the value area theory is volume theory, but that's not just based off of the volume gap or anything like that, but it's also based off the local volume profile, which I will try to right here, right? Because at that point, right, if you do lose that $69,000 level, where are we looking for price to go anyway, right? You're going to be looking, well, hey, we rejected the highs clearly, right? We can't get back above the value area high. We lost the weekly. I mean, you're eventually going to expect that POC to come in. And then once you lose that POC, you're going to be looking down to come to the value area low. So, there's many reasons to be looking down to that level if we lose this local range. But right now, we are technically putting in a higher low with the money flow coming up on the 4-hour. And not only is the 4-hour money flow coming up, but we also do have, and this is a big thing that I'm going to be looking at, guys, because not only do you have the money flow coming up locally here, you also have your VWAP looking to print a green dot. So, in my opinion, if this 4-hour green dot does not give us an aggressive move up, or at least to the value area high, it's really the reaction of this green dot, right? Like if this green dot prints and we get a strong move up, we start breaking the value area high, that would be very, very good news for coming to take the all-time highs or set new all-time highs. However, when it comes to if we start printing that green dot and it winds up just rolling over, or it gives us a little bit of a lackluster move, that's going to be pretty bearish in my opinion, right? Because then we're going to lose the weekly, probably come down to the POC, and eventually may be able to fill that whole range down to the low. Another thing that's not too hot here, guys, it's not all just, the 4-hour looks good, but look at your daily VWAP, right? Your daily VWAP is looking for a potential red dot, and then you take a look at something like the 8-hour here, and I saw somebody in the chat say this, mixed signals for 2 weeks, anything can happen, and I kind of feel the same way. Now, again, my bias is to come take the all-time high to sweep that liquidity first, but let's be honest here, guys. Like textbook, like by the book, this 8-hour is bearish. This money flow is coming out, right? Even if you come up to like the 10-hour, money flow is coming out. Come up to the 12-hour, money flow kind of coming out. And then when you start to look at that with the fresh red dot potentially looking to print on the daily, there are definitely mixed signals out there. So it's kind of a weird trading environment right now. But this is I kind of agree. Anything can happen. And like I said, when we're in a situation like this, I've been saying this for the past 2 weeks, I am putting a lot more weight on the key levels, the price action, and the liquidity than I am on the indicators right now. Because again, when you have a 4-hour with the money flow crossing up, with the VWAP coming up as well, that looks bullish, but then you start looking at the 8-hour and it's like, this is clearly bearish, right? So you're just going to get mixed signals like that sometimes on any indicator. So that's why I'm putting most of my focus on the volume profile levels as well as the liquidity and the price action. So for the most part, it's the if this then that statement for me right now, guys, is I am still holding my longs, looking to come up and hit these next targets to the upside, which obviously is between $74,000 and $75,000, where we know we have that liquidity sitting. And then if we do wind up breaking those highs and we do not get a very quick correction back to the downside, I will be looking, let me go ahead and change the settings here. I will be looking up between $75,000 and $77,000. Why? Well, number one, 75K is, obviously that psychological even number of 75,000. It's also very close to the end of our liquidations on the shorts, or our liquidity here on the shorts. And now, if we get above that, right, let's say we come up, we start hitting these liquidations, we get that extra buy pressure to the market based off those stop losses and liquidations getting hit, that will likely give us a big wick to the upside. And then if we start remaining above this level, the next major level I'd be looking at here is going to be about $77,000, right, where we have this Fibonacci extension level. And we also have some spider lines running through this area as well. So that's basically what I'm looking at. If the bullish case does play out and we do take the all-time highs, those are the next key levels of resistance I'm looking at. Now, I will point this out as well, guys. If I actually pull up the, I'm actually going to pull up a premium chart here. I'm not going to show everything, but what I do want to show you guys here is at this value area high, right, meaning this value area high here, we do actually have a significant amount of resistance. like before we break the all-time highs, we have a daily naked point of control, a weekly naked point of control, right? We also have an exo chart naked daily point of control, which you could argue is like very similar to the other ones. But we have a lot of there's a lot of levels here before we break that all-time high. But again, with all that liquidity sitting above, I'm not necessarily super interested in shorting these levels, right? I would really like price to just yeet up, potentially get manipulated up to grab that liquidity before I'm looking for my next short position. So I will point out, these three levels, right? These are pretty strong levels, but I'm just not putting as much weight on them for other reasons, right? So I'm not necessarily looking for shorts at these levels. They'll probably give us some kind of resistance, maybe range around a little bit, but I'm not necessarily shorting these levels until we wind up taking that all-time high. So just be aware. There is resistance above, but again, I'm not necessarily interested in another short position or a big short position until we come up and take those all-time highs. All right, let's see. Let's see. Shout out to JB. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. He says, does it matter at all where the green dots show on Market Cypher B? Some are below, some are above, some are between. Same with red dots. Some are different sizes too. I see. I think I know what you're talking about. Shout out to JB. I appreciate that question. So with the red and green dots, does it matter where it prints? I think you might be referring to this green dot down here on top of this green dot, right? Like, yeah, some green dots here, and then some of them print below that, below down here. Now, basically what this is telling you, this signal down here, I think is like technically called a buy signal. Yeah, so these are technically called buy signals. Not that you should ever just buy based off of them. Now, you know, whether or not it hits all the time is another thing, but I don't recommend you trade like that. But I will say this. These double green dots print when your momentum waves break the oversold level, right? So this green dot will print when your momentum wave breaks this line here, this negative 60 line. And then I don't think you get them on the top. But if that's what you mean, you would kind of just take this as a little bit of an extra strong green dot because it's basically when it's printing that green dot as the momentum wave is oversold, indicating a potential likely bottom, right? Not the bottom, but a bottom. Doesn't mean you're about to yeet up to $1 million from there, but it is likely that you will see some kind of reversal from that point. So I do put a little bit more weight when you have a double green dot. And then I guess you might also be talking about red dots printing above and below the zero line. If that is your question, I would simply say, in my opinion, a red dot on an overbought asset like this, you could take a little bit more seriously rather than one that's like printing as you're oversold. But I don't really look at it that way. Whether it's above or below the zero line, it's really just dependent on what you're looking at the time. But if you're talking about these double green dots, these print when you break that negative 60 line. So hopefully that answers your question. JB, let me know if you have anything else you want to ask. Just let me know in the chat. You don't have to super chat again. All right, let's see. Okay, let's continue on here. Bada boom, bada bing. Shout out to Wake's Wife 589. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, so let's continue on. So that's essentially, guys, like plan remains basically the same, right? Simply just waiting for those highs to come in. And then if we do continue down, we have the context of the volume profile to look at, right? And then again, I'm not necessarily interested in like big longs at this value area low at 64.8, but it is a value area low, so it could arguably be a place that you could look for longs. I would like a deviation to the 786, but to be honest with you guys, like for real, not necessarily looking for big longs there. The next bigger long that I would be interested in taking is if we come take this wick down here at about $59,088, which is something we've talked about many, many times, so I'm not really going to cover it right now. But, I'm still, I'm not looking for bigger longs until we come down lower. So for the most part, I'm holding all my long positions. I'm in a few different long positions. I'm in the scalp long from yesterday. I am still in my long down here from 40K in anticipation of hitting these higher targets. And I am actually still holding my Solana short, which is still just kind of me, just sitting here doing like, it came down and now it's just kind of bing-bonging around. So I'm still holding this just for anybody who's interested. But that's my plan for BTC, guys. Nothing really too different than the past couple of days. Let's see. Bada boom. Shout out to Money Shot. Let's go, brother. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for getting those Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. Shout out to Money Shot out here giving Golden a run for his money. Let's go. Taking that profit from his trades and dropping it straight on the Mafia. Unbelievable. Shout out to you, brother. Dave Digital says, let's see. Yo, shout out to Dave Digital, bro. Let's see is my favorite thing in the world. But anyway, let's go ahead. If you guys want to see your favorite altcoins, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Rob the Crypto Snob will we'll go ahead and count up those votes and let us know which coins we're looking at. And shout out to Chemistry Bro said, woo, money shot. Let's go, baby. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so let's start off on Ethereum, guys. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you, brother. And then Tyler, I think you did drop the link. There it is. Want some ADA? Let me go ahead and pin that. Bada boom. So if you guys want to enter in, we're going to be calling the giveaway winners soon here. If you guys want to go ahead and enter into the free crypto giveaway, go ahead and go to the pinned chat, click that video, leave a like and a comment, and then we will go ahead and call our winners at the end of the stream. I do highly recommend you go back and watch the video, especially this one. This is... Guys, the video for this week's giveaway, I always say, like, I highly recommend you go back and watch it, but we can't track that. But I legitimately recommend you guys go back and look at this because this is a video on the simplest trading strategy I think anybody could ever use. And I have used this, and I still do use it in my analysis, and I do use it as confluence to get into my trades. I used to use it alone. Now I have more advanced techniques, but I have used it successfully, and I do still use it in my current TA as a confluence. So definitely go check that out. We have really, really good feedback on this. A couple people saying it's one of the easiest to understand trading videos that they've ever seen. So definitely go check that out. And without further ado, shout out to Bakes. Let's go ahead and check out Ethereum. Okay, so here we are. And it's the same thing, guys. I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time on this stuff because it all looks exactly the same. But everything remains the same on Ethereum, right? Key level of resistance above is this purple box that we've been looking at for days. It's just like, I hate days like weeks like this, guys, where it's just, we need them, right? Other than range trades, like this is just absolutely dreadedly boring. So key levels of resistance are just above, where you have your golden pocket retracement sitting between 36.98 and about this whole purple box. It's your golden pocket / previous value area low that we just broke down out of between 36.82 and 37.59. Not only is this a key level of resistance, but this is also our context into whether we can get a bigger move to the upside or if we are going to come up here and get a big rejection back down to lower prices. Now, if we get above this value area low, we're not necessarily out of the weeds because for me, right, if I were looking for a long position, sure, you could take it on the reclaim of the value area low, not financial advice. But really what I would want to see is a flip of that 786 from resistance to support. And then I would be looking up towards the POC. And then I would look up towards that value area high. And the targets to the upside, if we do get another move up, are going to be the POC at 4,082, value area high at 43.95, and then your weekly naked point of control at 46.02. So, all this remains exactly the same. Key levels of support still remain down here with our weekly naked point of control and our golden pocket confluence at between 29.46 and 29.42. Actually, really, let me get the better range here. 29.77 to 28.96. That is this whole zone, right? So at this point, I give a little bit of a freebie here, right? Let me pull up the heat map here. Bada boom. Let's pull up the ETH heat map. Take a look at the 1 month. And what I'm looking for here is I'm going to look at the heat map to see if we have any liquidity sitting below this wick at $3,050. So let's go ahead, pull it up. So we do have some liquidity sitting down here, but I do have to say nothing compared to the liquidity up here. So again, this does naturally make me look up more than I look down, but it's not, it's not guaranteed. So, if we had a hot chunk of liquidity down here, I'd be much more likely or much more excited to look for longs down there. But as of right now, that doesn't look like it's the case. It's also a pretty big move to the downside, which isn't impossible. But again, like my sentiment is very similar on Bitcoin. On Ethereum as it is on Bitcoin, right? I would much rather come up to these higher prices first. Now, does Market Cipher point to that? I mean, the 4-hour does, right? 4-hour money flow generally trending up. VWAP rolling to the upside as well. So again, if that gives us a pop to the upside, your golden pocket 786 is your next target. Flip that 786, you're looking up to the POC at $4,082. Now, you start pulling up the higher time frames. The 12-hour, this is, by the book, this is bearish. Money flow coming out. Your 16-hour money flow also coming out. Your daily VWAP looking to print a red dot. So, I mean, honestly, like the indicators are just washed. Like they're all over the place. So, again, this is why when we see these mixed signals, I am simply paying attention to the levels, paying attention to liquidity, paying attention to the market structure, and simply managing my risks, my trades with very, very tight risk management. So, again, we get that move to the upside. In my opinion, there are reasons to come up and down here. But again, my bias on Bitcoin is a move up, so I have to keep that same bias for Ethereum as well. Now, if we see everything dump over the weekend, I will say I'm not just at a loss here. I will get stopped out of my long. Well, I'll get stopped out of one of my very small scalp longs. I'm not going to get stopped out of. I'm likely not going to get stopped out of my 40K entry down here unless we really take a dump, which I don't think will happen. But I will have my Solana short also here to kind of back me up. So I will be honest, like kind of an annoying market right now. It's very unpredictable. But that's not to say that you can't make that money trading these ranges locally. So yeah, for the most part, that's what I'm looking at on Ethereum. Not really paying much attention to the indicators. Simply, if we get a move up, golden pocket 786. We get a move down, golden pocket weekly naked point of control. These are the key levels. All right, let's see. Dave, that's not true. He can count to 21 if he takes his shoes off. Shout out to Dr. Crimson's girlfriend. Not 100% sure exactly what you mean. I'm not sure exactly what you guys are referencing there. But there we go. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Thank you for that, brother. I'm going to go ahead and replace. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to physically pin your chat to the. I'm going to physically pin this. So what do we got? XRP, INJ. We got Algo and ABT. And I'm physically going to pin that to the top of chat. There we go. Because I want to leave that pin chat for the giveaways. Again, if anybody wants to win some free ADA, go ahead and check that pin chat. And yeah, go ahead and check that pin chat. Click on that link, leave a like and a comment, and then you will be in it. You'll be in it to win it. All right, so let's go ahead and check out XRP real quick. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. So for XRP, we took a look at XRP the day before yesterday, and we were talking about how it's just horrifically boring, and nothing has happened. It hasn't happened in months. It's boring. I hate this thing with all of my heart. I'm just kidding, guys. I love XRP. I'm bullish on XRP, but dang is this thing boring. So, TA remains exactly the same on XRP, right? We could take a look at Market Cipher, which, again, not putting a lot of weight on the indicators. However, like, what are we doing here? We are simply continuously playing around with this key level, which is the value very low. It's 63 cents. We can't get back above it, and we need to get back above and hold it as support to get our next move to the upside. This has been the case for XRP since all the way back here, right? We approached this, not even, since before that, right? This thing has been teasing us for literal months. So basically what we've been looking at on XRP since back here, right? Like since we came down, we've been looking for our next key level of resistance to be that 63 cent level, right? And then we finally broke it on that fake news, right? I think that's what it was. It was like fake lawsuit news or something. And we got to yeet up to that POC, and we were like, oh my God, it's happening. And then we just yeeted right back out of it. And ever since then, we've just been trying to get back above. Can't hold it. Yay, can't hold it. Yay, can't hold it. Yeah, can't hold. So we're just in this position, right? Like nothing has changed on XRP. We are simply just clinging to this level, looking for a break into this range to fill it up to the POC, sitting at 83 cents. Once you get above that 83 cent level, next major target, in my opinion, is going to be this weekly naked point of control pocket between about $1.03 and $1.09. But to be quite honest with you, XRP, in my opinion, if we are going to pump, it's got to happen out of nowhere. And it's got to be like news-based, in my opinion, with almost no signal on the chart. Because as far as, for the most part, right, like at least on Market Cipher, VWAP coming down, looking for a weekly red dot. This is not what you want to see for a big anticipated move up, right? What you want to see is you want to see the weekly. You want to see big anchor waves on the weekly, right? With money flow coming up and a fresh green dot about to print with the money flow crossover into the green. That is simply not what we have here, right? We already have our momentum wave above the 0 line. VWAP is coming down looking for a red dot. And who is that? Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. Mrs. Candles is already on it. All right, sorry. Someone's at my door. Mrs. Candles, she better not be online shopping again. These women and their online shopping. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah. All right, well, it won't let me. Oh, there we go. Hang on a second, guys. That looks like me. There is somebody at my door. Looks like me, low key. Yo, my clone is outside my door right now. This is wild. All right, he's on the phone. Interesting. I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, shout out to Mrs. Candles. But anyway, yeah, this is not what we want to see on XRP, right? Like, I'm not saying it can't pump, right? I'm not saying we can't hit these targets without that stuff happening, but there's nothing really about this chart that is screaming it's about to explode, right? Even your daily green dot, like that would be your bullish case, right? But money flow is, arguably trending up. Yeah, I mean, I want to look for a reason to say this thing is going to pump, but yeah, that's why I say I'm not saying it's impossible to pump it, but the Mrs. Candles clone Frankie, shout out to Dr. Crimson's girlfriend, but yeah, I mean, you got a nice trigger wave here on the 12-hour. Maybe that gets you above, but again, like I'm not even necessarily excited if we come above. Why? Because the higher time frames are looking for red dots, right? This is not what you really want to see for big moves to the upside unless you get a VWAP flip, right? Unless you get like a red dot, green dot immediately. That's why I say it's like got to pump on some kind of news or some kind of random event that is not shown here on the charts. And oftentimes, even when that news is coming, those signs are on the chart anyway, right? So, yeah, I mean, red dot looking to print on the 5-day, red dot printing on the 4-day, 3-day. Confirmed red dot, money flow coming out. Yeah, it's just like, it's not that it doesn't necessarily look super bearish, right? Like, I'm not saying I'm bearish, but it just doesn't look like it's about to explode. So if it does, it's got to be pretty random. But for me, I am simply waiting for the reclaim of this value area low decisively with higher time frame candle closes, which don't even seem to do much. So again, like even if we do get above there, I'm not necessarily getting that excited, right? Like people will see a pump on XRP like this of like 20, this would be a 25% pump, which would be pretty big. There's nothing saying that we're not just going to yeet right back down, right, based off the higher time frame. So just simply letting XRP simmer. Yeah, but those are still the targets, right? Golden pocket down here is still, when did we look at this last? I don't know if this, yeah, I mean, locally, we are still looking at this kind of local range that you have going on here. I'll pull this fresh for you. Bada boom, right? So you have this local range with your value area low sitting here at about 58 cents, value area high sitting at about 64 cents, with the back up of the golden pocket in the 786 retracement levels down there. So other than that, XRP is just lulling me to sleep here. But yeah, that's what I'd be looking at. All the TA remains exactly the same. Shout out to Reza Crypto. Shout out to you, bro. He says, INJ, please, Frankie, my boy. Shout out to you, brother. Well, I will tell you this. INJ was actually next on the list, so let's go ahead and check it out. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And I will take this as a time to remind everybody that super chats do not necessarily guarantee that we look at your altcoin. So just keep that in mind. I actually prefer that people don't super chat altcoins, just because inevitably there's going to be people that see that that are new to the stream, and they're going to think that that's how they get their coins looked at, and then we just pisses everybody off because they're like, hey, I super chatted. That's a waste of money. But anyway, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look here. INJ, take a look at the weekly. So yeah, so see how INJ, the weekly red dot is already printed here, right? And then the VWAP could potentially be rolling up here. Like, this is even better looking than XRP on the weekly, in my opinion, right? Because at least you've already gotten your red dot. You've already gotten your move up, and we may be resetting those higher time frames for a bigger move to the upside. And like, yeah, even your 5-day, your 4-day, your 3-day. Like, these aren't fresh red dots, right? These have been here for a while. We've gotten the move down, and it could be a time to look for a potential return to the upside. But I have to be honest with you guys. Money flow on all of the higher time frames looks bad on almost everything. And this is not my opinion, right? Now, whether it plays out or not could be an opinion. But like, look at your daily, right? Your daily money flow kind of came back up into the green, but like, look at your 12-hour, your 16-hour. Some of the altcoins do look different. I mean, INJ does look quite different. Looks more different than everything else does. But, money flow on the daily trending to the downside, right? Like, this is on everything. Even your, a Bitcoin on the daily is a little bit different, but look at the 16-hour. Like, this is by the book. This is bearish. Money flow coming out on the 16-hour, 12-hour, 12-hour money flow coming out. 10-hour money flow looking to cross over into the red. 8-hour money flow looking to cross over into the red. This is binarily bearish, right? Like, this is just bearish while looking at the chart. Now, again, with the mixed signals, how seriously you take these signals is up to you. But from a factual information, data-backed standpoint, money flow looks horrible on a lot of these time frames. But again, with the mixed signals and the fact that I'm looking up towards that liquidity, I'm not necessarily just like going short on everything because of it. But if we do get that dumped down, we are going to come back here and say, hey, the money flow is coming out. And as you guys know, the money flow very, very, very rarely lies. So with that being said, just keep that in mind as you're doing your analysis right now. Like, just in general, if I couldn't look at anything other than market cipher, I'd probably be leaning pretty bearish, to be quite honest with you. But again, we can look at liquidity. We can look at the heat maps. We can look at the market structure. So there's more than just indicators here. But anyway, let's continue on here. So we got a fresh red dot on the daily for INJ. So not impossible to cool off a little bit here. I will say this. It is kind of nice. Shout out to, I don't want to mess up. Shout out to Reza. This is going to be the range that I'm looking at. So the nice thing here is you do have the context of this nice little range, right? So key levels of support, in my own personal opinion, are going to be, right here, right? Let me see. From the high to the low. All right, so we already kind of, let's see. Let me pull it from this low to the high. Yeah, so I would kind of just take this range into account, right? Because especially if that red dot does wind up, if that daily red dot does wind up playing out a bit more, and another thing we can look down to is that 90-minute money flow crossover. And this is the tutorial. This is a similar strategy to the video that I just uploaded that you guys should like and comment on to get into that free crypto giveaway. But that 90-minute money flow crossover with that daily red dot, remember, when you have that daily red dot, you want to come down to that 90-minute, and once that money flow crosses over into the red, if it's happening at the same time as that daily red dot, that's oftentimes where the bigger move down occurs. And what happened? Money flow crossed into the red right here, bigger move to the downside. So with that being said, these are definitely going to be the key levels that I would be looking at this weekend. If that daily red dot gives you a bigger move down, I'll be looking at this value area low sitting at about 33.97. So, grab that. Bada boom. Go away. Got the POC sitting at 38.25. And you got the value area high sitting at 41.57. So again, I'm looking at the respect on that value area high. So if that daily red dot continues down, key level of support, value area low, 33.97. And then once you start deviating below that range, this is where you could potentially be looking for long positions, right? Come back down here. Depending on the signals you're getting, if you get your bullish confirmations below the value area low, you can look for a long position to reclaim the value area low and then look for a move up to that value area high. So that's kind of how I would handle things. For me right now, this is a no trade zone for INJ, right? In my opinion, according to my strategy and my trading rules and my trading discipline, getting into a trade here would be me forcing a trade, right? So I don't force trades. I wait to come to the higher probability levels. So you come up to the range high for potential shorts, down to the range low for potential longs. And that's basically what I'd be looking at. But I would anticipate a little bit more downside based off the 90-minute money flow and the daily red dot. 2-day getting rejected at the VWAP. At the zero line. But I will say, other than that, you can argue that INJ does look a little bit better than XRP. And again, XRP doesn't necessarily look bearish, but it just doesn't look pumpy right now. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this thing just randomly pumps. But yeah, like even your 4-hour money flow is back in the green, similar to Bitcoin, with your VWAP coming up. So locally, that's probably just going to give you noise. But, in the longer term, I would anticipate potential more downside. Those are the key levels I'll be looking at on INJ. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Moon pies are gross. Y'all are crazy. Shout out to Wick's wife. Fine89. Yeah, moon. I don't know if I've had an official moon pie. I've had like off-brand moon pies. But yeah, moon pies. They are the official sponsored snack of the cryptocurrency market. Super Frankie. Shout out to Karn. Are you calling me Super Frankie, or are you asking me to look at Super? Let's see. We need a 3, 2, 1 smash the like button. Okay, let's do it. Shout out to who said that? Dirty 8 Racing said we need a 3, 2, 1 like button. So guys, 400 likes is the goal. We're all going to click the like button at the exact same time, except I'm not going to click it because I can't. But we're going for 450, and we're going to see if we can glitch the likes to 450. We did it the other day, and it worked out perfectly. It was like 1, 2, 3 like, and then everybody liked, and it snapped to 450. And we even had people unlike so they could click it at the same time again. So we're at 260 now. We're going for 450 on the count of 3. On 3, we're on the word like, we're going to smash that like button. 1, 2, 3, like. Let's see if we can do it. Shout out to Reza. Thanks, you're the best. I got you, brother. No problemo. 450 or I keep all the XRP. Well, the XRP, we need 850, but we're just trying to get that jump to 450, and then we'll do it again later in the stream to try to get it back up to 450. I mean, back up to 850, and then maybe Tyler will just keep the XRP anyway. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Let's see. Yo, shout out to Medic Money. He said the trade setup in the dining room was fire. Is that starting to play out here? Woo-hoo, baby. I mean, guys, here is the thing. Well, actually, I'm actually going to talk about that in just a second. Now, as you guys know, we have the, speaking of long setups. Oh, no, this is, this is old. This is not secret. Well, this is the premium Discord. But what I want to show you guys is the dining room. As you guys know, the dining room is basically a freemium. It's basically like a freemium Discord, right? It's like free premium where we basically, all you need to get in here is if you use one of our affiliates for our exchanges, if you have a FEMEX, BingX, or MEXC account and you've used our link, you basically just click on this number, depending on the exchange that you use, and then you enter your BingX, in this case, user ID, you hit submit, and then give our mods a few days to get you in there, and then once you're in, you get access to all these channels, and they are saucy, guys. I was just talking to Tony D. It's funny that this trade is hitting because we were talking about how I don't really show the value enough in the dining room. Now, yes, you have to use our affiliate link to get in here, but that doesn't cost you money. It actually either saves you money or gives you extra bonus funds to trade with or discounts on your fees. So it's free to get in, and you're almost getting paid to get in. And then you get access to 1 premium TA post per week. And this was the post today. And that setup is basically a setup from below this volume profile down here. And that setup would be to ride up to the POC and potentially the value area high. And it is there. And I guess it is playing out. I didn't even realize that. So shout out to the dining room, guys. If you're not in here, again, this is free. You get 1 premium TA post. Sometimes it's TA. Oftentimes they are setups, right? Longs and shorts, obviously. And they do slap sometimes, or a lot of the time. So, yeah, definitely check that out. You also get the Altcoin Alpha channel. Just fire altcoin sauce being dropped. We got the Alpha chat. We got the airdrop watch where we got, shout out to Chemistry, bro, dropping fresh sauce in here, bro. Shout out to Chem, bro, and Tyler Durden also in here. Some of the mods update these. And then we get the Token Metrics channel where we update you guys with highly rated token metrics, altcoins with potential pumps incoming, etc. Special giveaways, content requests, etc. But definitely get in there. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot who said it. Thank you for bringing that up, though, because, yeah, this one may wind up actually playing out here. So, but, yeah, there we go. Starting to play out right now. So get in that dining room, guys, if you are not already. Yeah, and that's basically what it is. So just come to the free Discord, come to unlock access, and get in the dining room. And also, again, if you guys are looking into going into the premium, but you're not sure if you want to spend the money, the dining room is like literally the perfect place to it's like almost like a free trial for the premium Discord that never ends. It's just 1 post per week. But in the Discord, we're posting, multiple times a day. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on here. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's check our next altcoin. That was INJ. Let's go ahead and check Algo or algo, or aljo, as some people like to say. Oh, maybe it's going to 0. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Let's see. And then, yeah, shout out to Rob. Thank you for dropping that link to join the free Discord for anybody interested. Someone said Sol is breaking out. Oh my God, I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked, guys. My Sol short is absolutely destroyed. It's going to 0. I'm wrecked. I lost all my money. I have to shut down the YouTube channel. No! I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. I mean, probably is at break even at this point. Oh no, I'm still technically up because I'm positive on my fees. So that's not bad. I'm up $65 on fees, down $18 unrealized. So technically I could close this in profit right now. But anyway, let's continue on. On algo, not Solana. But we can look at Solana as well. That's not the algo chart I want to look at. Let's look at the Binance Tether US. Zoom out to the daily. And, okay, yeah, I remember this. We were looking at this as a potential longer time frame, head and shoulders. We even drew this with a pen. I don't even use trend lines for this. Left shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now, again, guys, I always say this, right? I'm not a big pattern trader. I don't make decisions based off of this. But, you know, what happened here? You break out, bullish retest. This could be on the verge of breaking out. I mean, look at that 6-day money flow on Algorand. Not too bad. Weekly bearish divergence, super printing here. Yeah, bearish divergence on the weekly printing. But once that works itself out, you know, Algo is one of those altcoins, guys, that never got their weekly money flow crossover. And let me remind you, the ones that did get their weekly money flow crossovers wound up getting massive moves to the upside. 256% for OP. 4,286% or 84% for INJ. Let's see. Near is crossing over as we speak. Dogecoin, that was got the weekly money flow crossover right before that 200% pump into our value area, our previous value area, which we are now back inside of. You know, go back and you know, back test any of these weekly money flow crossovers. They always wind up giving you big moves. Like same thing, Matic's not a crossover yet. This REN, low key, a play that I am watching. Atom has not crossed over into the green on the weekly yet. But, you know, as you can see, the ones that have, Silo, no crossover yet. LPT got its crossover right before the big bump to the upside, right, into its previous range. So, yeah, you know, taking a look at Algo now, you might be looking at this saying, you know, I wanted to pick up Algorand. I didn't want to buy a pump. But the weekly money flow crossover has not even happened yet. Now, technically, the measured move for this breakout of this head and shoulders, if you are into stuff like that, would perfectly line up with the value area low of this previous range right here, 71, 0.7152 cents, right? So this would be kind of the next major target if you do wind up getting a breakout on Algorand. Now, I want to be clear, not necessarily looking for this to break out right this second, because this bearish divergence on the weekly is technically a sign for more downside. So I'm not saying it's going to yeet up immediately, but if this head and shoulders does wind up playing out in some way, beautiful technical target of that value area low at 72 cents. And then at that point, you're going to be looking for a move up, flip that value area low to support, and then you look for the fill of the range, understanding that you also have, pit stops along the way. You got the POC, you got the, you probably have other levels in here as well. But for the most part, that theory is to ride up to that previous value area, flip the low to support, look for a move to the POC, get above that POC, and then eventually look to fill the range to the value area high, simply using the volume profile theory. So there you go. That's what I'm looking at on Algorand. For the most part, right? That's the higher time frame analysis. Now, lower time frames, you know, looking kind of similar to everything else, right? Pull your volume profile here from here to here, right? And these would be the local. These would be the local levels that I would be looking at on Algorand. So, yeah. Not the prettiest range, if I'm being quite honest with you. Let me come up to a higher time frame. Let's see. Bada boom. Yeah, not the prettiest range, in my own personal opinion. But definitely key levels that I would watch, right? Let's go ahead and grab that box. Bada boom. Bada bing. So right now, where are we at, right? Let's give some context here. We've broken above the value area low. We flipped it to support, and we got to move up to the POC, and we just barely front ran that value area high. So simply put, your key levels would be within this range. and I would not really be interested in any kind of trades on Algorand right now as far as like scalps or, leverage trades. This is a no trade zone for me, right, on the 4 hour. I would much rather wait to come down to the range low or come up to the range high, where we'd be looking for longs here and shorts here. Other than that, I would be sitting on my hands waiting to come up to a higher probability level to look for a trade at. Now, that doesn't mean that if you come down to something like the 24-minute that you can't find trades. That's within the context of the 4 hour. But if we come on down here to the 24-minute or the 30-minute, whatever you're looking at, you do have local ranges that you can look to scalp, right? But I'm not going to pull up every single trade setup here, or we'll be here all day. But for what it's worth, this local range, although this is a macro POC, when you look at the lower time frames, this isn't a no trade zone for me, right? Because in the local price action, we're actually deviating below the local value, right? Meaning that this could be an undervalued Algorand in the context of the 24-minute range here, which could make a decent place to potentially look for a long to flip that value area low in POC to support to eventually fill that range up to the high. But you have to understand the difference in the context between your time frames, right? This is what I would look for on the 24-minute. And I'll even put a trade here, right? I'm not going to take this position, but I'm just saying, let's say you get in right here, right? Whoops, that's a short. Let's say you get in here, right? Your stop loss below the low, and you're looking to target the value area high. This is a 5% move. Now, if I go back to the 4 hour, right, you have to understand the context, right? Because I'm not looking for a short or a long here. You're zooming down to the lower time frames to get context, right? Because in the grand scheme of this range, we're at the POC. So if I'm looking for a swing trade, that may take something like, let's see, if I was looking for a swing trade, like a short from the value area high to the low, this could take about 5 days, right? The last one, from the deviation above the high to the deviation below the low, took about 5 days. So if I were looking for a 5-day swing trade, right, and I was hoping that we were going to deviate, right, and look for a short, if I were looking for a trade within that time span, right, I would wait to come up to a higher level. But if I were looking for a short-term scalp position, right, which is probably going to, you're going to be in and out of typically in 1 day, right? The last time we deviated above the high and went down to the low, this didn't take 5 days, right? This took 7 hours, right? So that's 1 day. That's a simple day trade. So that's the difference in context between the time frames. I'm looking to stay in this for about a few hours, and on the 4 hour, you're looking for a longer swing trade. So that's very, very key to understand, and I think that's where, a lot of people will be like, I don't understand, didn't you say you were bearish yesterday, or you just said 5 minutes ago you were bullish, but now you're bearish? It has to do with the context of the time frames, and this is like one of the key things you have to understand if you want to trade. So there you go, as my voice decides to take a vacation. All right, let's see. Retro Mike says, wifey, where's your sense of adventure? Thinking about the endless moon pie flavors. Shout out to Retro Mike. Moon pies are trending in the Frankie Candles live chat right now. But anyway, that's what I'd be looking at on Algorand. In my opinion, not a bad long-term, not a bad place to be looking for longer-term spot buys. Even if you come down a little bit, I'd be looking to buy Algorand on the way down. All right, let's go ahead and check out ABT Arc Block on Coinbase. Now, this was something we looked at the other day. And let's see. It wasn't yesterday. It was the 28th. So we looked at this on the 27th. Let's see. Of course, it hasn't really done anything. 27th at, let's say, 5 p.m. Yeah, I mean, we're basically just in the same exact spot. So we have resistance here. Now, what are we looking at, right? Well, we have our volume profile. We have the golden pocket and the 786 above with our purple box here, which is representing resistance. And at this point, guys, right, like we were probably saying, right, I'm not really interested unless we get bearish confirmations at this level for a short, or if we come back down to the low, this is where I'd be looking for bullish confirmations for a potential long. Now, with that being said, what I would be doing here if I were trading Arc Block, and this is for lower time frame trades, right, like scalps, leverage trades, things like these, not like a long-term buy the dip scenario, but as we range around up here, right, we are deviating above our value area. This is where you want to be looking for shorts. Once you catch that short, right, or you get that bearish confirmation, you go look for the short, and then the longer term, I'm going to get rid of this box, right? I'm going to get rid of this box so I can clean up the chart a bit. I'm going to get rid of this, I'm going to get rid of all this, right? I'm going to get rid of the golden pocket. I'm going to get rid of the purple box. I don't know why I couldn't remember what those were called. But simply put, we are deviating above that volume profile. This is where we always say, this is where you really want to look for shorts, right? Now, what we can do here, this is the 90-minute. We can come down to, say, the 30-minute, and we can kind of analyze this as its own little range, right, to give us context into where we should be looking for our next short position. And to be quite honest with you, you're at the local value area high as well. So, are we getting any, let's see, let's check the 1 hour. Do we have any divergences? I mean, to be honest with you, you do have slight bearish divergences with money flow coming out on the 1 hour, right? Momentum coming out, money flow coming out, price going higher. This is a bearish signal. So to be quite honest, right, like at this point, once that money flow crosses over into the red, that might be the thing that is able to break you back down into this macro range and potentially give you a bigger move down to your POC and your value area low. Now, that is not necessarily what I'd be looking at here, though, right? Why? Once again, context, right? Because if we come up to the 4 hour, say, just printed a fresh green dot on the 4 hour. I mean, beautiful, just continued bearish divergences here. Money flow on the 4 hour is coming up locally, right? Like this, you don't want to really fight this too hard. In my own personal opinion, or I should say my personal experience. 8 hour, VWAP coming back to the upside. 6 hour looking for a green dot. 10 hour VWAP coming back up as well. Daily looking for a red dot. I'll be honest. I'll be quite honest. This is something I would probably, I'm not going to, but I would probably be looking for the short here. And I would be willing to take it with the risk of getting stopped out. Just based off the 16 hour red dot printing and the 1 hour money flow, about to cross over into the red, on top of about to print a red dot here. So to be quite, and when you look for a local entry here, you're already at your value area high. So even locally, you are technically in not an overbought scenario, but or overvalued scenario, but potentially at a resistance, right? It's not like you're shorting support here. I'll be honest. I'm not taking this position, but I wouldn't think that this is the, and again, I want to be very clear, guys. If I were to take this position, the major thought here, the main trade idea would be to go from this value area high to this value area low, while also understanding in the grander scheme of things, if things break down bigger, we could get accepted into the larger range, and that little scalp can wind up turning into a much bigger range trade where you can cash out for a lot more than you originally anticipated. So that is what I would look at for ABT. And, yeah, that 1 hour money flow crossover into the red, if you are going to get a bigger move down, would be the thing I would look for. Let's see. Oh, no. I'm seeing a lot of Goldens here. Oh, God. There he is. Let's go. Shout out to Golden the GOAT. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for getting those 50 Frankie Candles memberships for everybody watching the live stream right now. Let's go. Golden, you are unbelievable, bro. Shout out to you. Drop that golden emoji in the chat. I thought I saw chat going nuts for a second. Those yellow emojis pop out like crazy. Unbelievable. Shout out to Golden, just showing the love. Absolutely insane. Yo, K Diggity says Golden definitely drives around in his car throwing money at traffic. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah, I think Golden's car is actually made out of money. I've never seen a car like that, but I have heard rumors they do make them. It's not solid gold or anything. It's just made out of money, like paper money. Shout out to Omar. Thank you for getting that. He's like, hey, everybody got gifted membership. I didn't get one. I'm getting one myself. Shout out to Omar. Thank you for grabbing that membership, bro. I appreciate you. Wish I could have won. Shout out to Gino. You might have to change your YouTube settings. Go into your YouTube settings and make sure you have your gifts enabled. Tyler Durden said, what's paper money? What's that? Shout out to Tyler. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Dylan King in the chat. He says, I still haven't got one. Shout out to Dylan, bro. You're a goat too, man. For real. All right, let's see. Okay, let's continue on here. That was ABT. Shout out to Chuck LeMaine said, Chuck LeMaine said, Golden gives Mr. Beast money. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. And I've had the pleasure of actually talking to Golden, guys. Awesome guy, right? Not not one of these people who, throws around money and acts like they're like the best thing alive, even though he is. Like the most humble, cool guy you'll ever meet. Shout out to Golden. But wait, hang on. Chuck LeMaine, what were you asking me for before? I saw you request a coin. What was it? Let's see. We could do a couple. What was it? I lost it. Shout out to Chuck LeMaine. Oh wait, Blender. That's what it is. BLNDR. Let's check it. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Chuck LeMaine. It's gonna be hard, brother. I'm sorry. It's not enough information for me to give a solid. Shout out to you, brother. I wish I could, but there's just not enough here for me to analyze. A little more information here. Is this the same thing? Yeah, it's just not enough price history. Unfortunately, like I can't even see the 4 hours, so I can't even get like a good idea of what the trend looks like. Obviously, like locally, it's up, but in the grand scheme of things, this is not a lot of price action. So, shout out to Chuck LeMaine, bro. I tried. I saw you pop up there. I was like, I gotta look at it for my man. But yeah, I just don't feel comfortable making any like legitimate calls here, just based off the lack of price action. But I tried, brother. I tried. Shout out to Omar. Thank you for getting that gifting that Frankie Candles membership. Let's go. And shout out to Sean for receiving that membership, because we always thank Golden and we always thank the gifters, but we never thank the receivers because you guys have to get them, right? Shout out to you guys. I appreciate it anyway, Frankie. No problem, Chuck LeMaine. I'm sorry, brother. I could give it's hard to say on something like this. But we will come back to this after it moves around a little bit and we get a little more information. I will definitely check it out for you, bro. Bitcoin Cash. Let's check it. It's going to $1 million. It just will not stop. Will not stop. I'm just kidding. It will stop at some point, maybe. Like this run on Bitcoin Cash was insane as well. All right, so let's start. This is all really old TA, so let's start nice and fresh here. Let's go ahead and start on... let's go ahead and start on the weekly. Money flow crossover into the green, not looking too shabby. So instantly, I want to be looking at this range right here. Not that range. This range. So I would actually go from here to there. And I mean, you're already almost completely fulfilled this range. From the high to the low. Grab that ray. And then we'll go value area high. POC. Value area low. Yeah, I mean, there we are, right? Nothing happens for no reason, guys, on the charts, right? You get a move above the value area low, right up to the POC. This is where we're seeing resistance currently. So, in my opinion, if this thing is going to continue up, which... You do have a pretty nasty bear div on the 2-day here, but money flow's coming up. You don't really necessarily want to fight that. Weekly green dot, not printing, but 6-day green dot printing. If this continues up, in my opinion, pretty clear next target is going to be right here at $728 at the value area high. If we go ahead and pull from the high all the way to the low here, let's see. Bada boom. I mean, this could be another like massively higher target for Bitcoin Cash. However, really the next major target would be this value area high, in my own personal opinion. Now, if we take a look at the naked points of control real quick, take a look at something like the weekly. Yeah, let's see, monthly, weekly. I do think this purple box is probably going to be likely at some point somewhat soon, potentially. Take a look at the daily. Trading View has been broken forever, so it just doesn't want to work. All right, well, we can't look at those MPOCs then. But yeah, I think this purple box is probably likely to get hit at some point very soon. Not very soon. I'm not saying like tomorrow or the next day, but local target for me next on Bitcoin Cash 731. And then if you get a real breakout, this is gonna be a pretty serious level of resistance to look at, right? You also have a weekly naked point of control in there as well, so I will mark that out. Pretty nice confluence with your 786 as well. So, yeah, this is, I would expect something like this, right? This is going to be your local target. I don't think you're just going to yeet right up to the purple box. It's probably going to be long. Might not happen until like next year or something, but, these are definitely going to be the next major targets in my opinion. You pull up the VPVR, I mean, take a look at where the volume's being traded at. VRVP, bada boom. And yeah, right, like you have a pretty big gap here once you get above this value area high. So once you hit this, you're probably going to get resistance, but once you break out, could get a quick move all the way back up here to about between $1,000 and $1,050. Next major targets for Bitcoin Cash. But again, I wouldn't really necessarily expect those to come in like today, tomorrow, or the next day, or even next week. This, in my opinion, 730 is probably likely soon. And then this would be the longer term target. All right, let's go ahead and see here. Let's see. Golden owns YouTube, so it's kind of up to him. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I have heard rumors that he does own YouTube. Golden has a race car bed that's an actual race car. Yo, it's like Chuck Norris jokes. Like, yo, it's so funny. Yeah, like Golden has a race car bed that's an actual race car. It's more expensive than an actual race car. It's like a Lamborghini. It's a real Lamborghini, but more expensive. But let's go ahead and continue on. My mom warned me about inviting the Mafia over. Shout out to Dave Digital. I don't even know what that means. I've had the Mafia at my house a couple of times, and it was fine. Not everybody made it out, but it was good. It was fine. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. That was Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to Michael, no problemo, brother. I got you. But guys, I think we got to start giving away some crypto here. So we got our last minute entries. Click the link at the top of the chat. Go to that YouTube video. I highly recommend you go back and watch it. But click that video, leave a like, leave a comment, leave it on another tab, and then we'll do the giveaway. And then after the stream, go back and watch the dang video. And make some money, baby. Make some dang money. Quick check-in on Bitcoin. Let's see. I mean, hey, let's see. That dining room setup do potentially, I don't want anyone like FOMOing into this trade, right? Like the entry here was not to enter on these green candles. It was to enter down here. But, we are, I don't want anyone to think it's like guaranteed that we come up here, but not going to lie, once that 4-hour green dot prints, I mean, it's not as close as I would like it to be. Two-hour green dot printing, right? But again, like your money flow just doesn't look too hot. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's not the nicest money flow, in my opinion. But anyway, let's see. Shout out to Entrit said, Frankie Candles. Shout out to you, bro. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Bada boom, bada bing. Shout out to M-Fold. What is going on, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. Yo, shout out to Mind of Tron. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you, bro. He says, can we get a bing bong? Happy Easter, fam. And thank you, Frankie. Thank you for the sauce. If you breathe air, gently tap that like button. Second try. Oh, shout out to Mind of Tron. Dude, oh, man, you did not have to send that again. Did you super chat that twice? Oh, I appreciate it, bro. You did not have to do that. I do appreciate you, though, bro. Thank you so much. And I'll get you bing bong. Happy Bunny Day to the Mafia. I keep forgetting that it's already Easter time. But shout out to the Mafia. Bing bong. And shout out to Mind of Tron. I appreciate the super chats, bro. And yeah, for those of you who celebrate, I hope you guys have an awesome Easter. I'm not leaving yet. But I did just want to say that. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to Mind of Tron for that super chat. And then shout out to Retro Mike as well. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, Frankie, note for BTC Nashville. Mrs. Fine89 needs an endless supply of moon pies. Ready the funds. Retro Mike. Hang on. Yo, I'm sorry. I know you're with your family. Real quick. BTC Nashville. Load. We're gonna need 2 tons of moon pies. Because we got to give Mrs. Crimson an endless supply. You go figure. All right, have fun. Bye. Tony D already did it. So shout out to Mark Touch. Tony D already took care of it. So shout out to Mrs. Fine89. Did I say Mrs. Crimson? Oh boy. Well, we'll have an endless supply of moon pies, guys. Don't you worry. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on here. And Dogecoin, I will take a look at Dogecoin real quick, just because we did wind up moving back into our value area here. And let me tell you guys, this is it's just beautiful. Got to rip up right into our little value area, pull back, to our golden pocket once, pull back to our golden pocket twice, and then boom, we're right back into our value area. So I'm going to get rid of these levels for now, and I am going to talk about what is up next, right? Because if we hold above this value area low, which was the doorway to higher prices, as long as we hold above this level. By the way, guys, this will be your last chance to enter into the giveaway. Click that link at the top of the chat. Right on your microphone. Put your, I don't know what that was. But yeah, click that link at the top of the chat, guys, and go ahead, join in that giveaway. The directions are up on there. Leave a like and a comment, and then we'll call the winners right after this. But now that we are back above our value area low here, which is our key resistance level, as long as we remain above this value area low, we are going to be potentially anticipating this 26-cent level to come in, which, if you zoom out, you can see is the POC of your previous range. Right, so that POC and then this value area high are technically going to be your next major targets for Dogecoin. So keep that in mind, right? POC, value area high, bada boom, bada bing, not looking too bad. So there you go. In the longer term, that's what I'd be looking for. Short term, like 12-hour red dot printing, daily VWAP coming down, potential bearish divergence on the daily as well. But even if you do come down a bit here, money flow is coming up, so you could potentially anticipate a push back down to the value area low to test it as support before putting a higher low in and then continuing to that POC and value area high. So quick little sauce there on Dogecoin and the key levels. Nice to see that we're back above that value area low. Now we have that open door to potentially come up to the higher prices. Mrs. Crimson Caravan Company says, you said my name 3 times. Poof, I'm here. Shout out to Mrs. Crimson. Let's go. Shout out to you. Good to see you. We have a question for you. Do you like moon pies? Because we're going to have a lot of them. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and continue on. Hey, Captain Kirk, what is going on? Thank you for being here. She says, Happy Easter, Frankie and Mafia fam. Love you all. Shout out to Captain Kirk. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And happy Easter to you. Bing to the bong. Let's go. All right. Let's go ahead and pull up our crypto giveaway. Here we go. All right, let's see. Comment. Bada boom. Pull up the comment picker. And then I'm going to have to click on the link as well, guys. Guys are probably. Okay, so here we go. All right, 410 comments. I guess a lot of people just joined. But let's go ahead and pull this up like that. Drop that link. And here we go. All right, so we got Tyler Durden. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got 10 ADA giveaways. Please, feel free to wrangle me, Tyler, if I go off the wall here. I will be the winner. Shout out to Karn. I'm rooting for you, brother. You are tonight's rooted for Mafia member to win the giveaway. It doesn't actually help, but it's just for moral support. Shout out to you, brother. Let's see. Let's go. Shout out to Karn said 10K XRP coming my way. Let's go. 10 bags LFG. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Let's go. And Salty Biscuit. And are any of the Bitcoin winners that won the 0.02 Bitcoin in the house tonight? Let me know. If you are here, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to send you test transactions after this stream. And then once we get confirmation that you got your test transactions, we will send the full amount. I just want to make sure we get the right addresses here. Shout out to Karn said, Frankie, are you having any chocolate Easter eggs? Well, Karn, it depends on what the Easter Bunny brings me. Last year, the Easter Bunny brought me, surprisingly, last Easter, the Easter Bunny brought me this extra wallet, which I can't really show off in full right now because I have my actual cards in here. But yeah, let me just take my cards out here so I don't leak any information. But as you guys know, Exter is an awesome wallet. Not a crypto wallet, but just an actual wallet. A bifold, right? Open it up. Bada boom. There's a cash strap. Not only that, but this little trigger, once you push it, it will shoot your cards out. It'll fan your cards out. I don't have the test cards in here right now. I'll talk about this a little bit more. But we do have a discount code for you guys in the link in the description down below. You guys can check out the deal for Extra wallets. I love Extra wallets. I've used them for quite some time. They also have a tracker, so you can literally ping your wallet. So if you're someone who always has your wallet falling out of your pocket like me, because I always wear gym shorts and sweatpants and stuff, you could just simply go on your phone, ping your wallet, it'll beep, and you can find it super easily. Shout out to Exter. I've been using Exter since like 2017. So shout out to Exter. We usually talk about crypto wallets here, but this is just a dirty fiat wallet. But the best one, I will say that. But anyway, let's continue on here, and let's get these dang giveaways going. Don't include replies. Okay, so here we go, loading up all the comments. Mr. Wickle said, "Oh, you have the wallet, Mrs. Candles." Let me see, Mrs. Candles. Let's see. Oh, it's so funny when I get text messages. I never know if the people texting me are watching my stream. Well, shout out to my cousin. If you're watching this, me and Mrs. Candles are always around. Anytime you come to our territory, you just come through. You don't even have to tell us. You just come through, and then we make it work for you. So shout out to you, Paul. But yeah, if you are watching this, I'll text you back in a minute. But anyway, let's go. Do they ship to Germany? I need a new one anyway. Shout out to Alex. I assume they probably do. They're a pretty big company. But I really would love to show off this. I would love to show off the cards here. Should we phone Mrs. Candles while we pick these giveaway winners so I can show you guys this awesome wallet? It's really funny because I'm not doing this to really promote it, which I guess I am promoting it. But like I'm doing this because I love this wallet. And it's like, oh God. Let me call Mrs. Candles here. Should I call her on speaker? Please don't say anything bad. Please don't say anything. If I was calling my mom, I couldn't call her on speaker because my mom says really bad words. Like she'll just answer the phone and be like, "Yo, what up?" Some bad word. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Oh, Mrs. Candles, you're not going to ghost me, are you? Come on. Come on. Woohoo! Mrs. Candles. Unbelievable. Same with my mom. No, my mom's funny. She doesn't do it aggressively. She's just like funny. My mom's like very chill. So I'll just be like, "Yo, what up, loser?" Except she usually says worse stuff than that. But anyway, let's continue on here. Let's go ahead and pick a winner. Number one, guys, this is for some bags of ADA. I mean, Fridays are pretty slow for us, so we probably don't have 850 likes. But we got 428. Almost 450. 1, 2, 3, smash that like button, guys. And shout out to Golden for getting those Frankie Candles membership. Let's go. We may not have 850 likes, but we do have over 150 new Mafia members. Thanks to everybody gifting, especially Golden. Let's go. And shout out to the Salty Biscuit. Said, "I'll laugh if she pops in here." Yeah, Mrs. Candles, if you are listening to this, don't ignore my calls first. And second, show yourself. I'm going to call her again while we start picking these winners here. So please don't say anything bad. Please don't say anything bad. But yeah, these winners are going to be for Cardano. Oh, she ignored that one. She's not having it. Anyway, all right, here we go. Winner number one. Reveal yourself, Mrs. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm sweating now. You just scared me. I thought you left the house. Oh, well, first off, I'm just speaking for the Mafia. They are upset that you ignored my phone call. Don't check chat, but they're really mad. Oh, okay. Can you bring me my old wallet with those fake cards so I can show this extra wallet real quick? I think it's by the mud area. I don't know what I call that. Anyway, all right, let's see. Golden is the GOAT. Thank you, Golden. Shout out to Mind of Tron for that super chat, and shout out to Golden for always gifting these memberships. But, guys, let's pick the first winner. Here we go. This is going to be winner of a bag of ADA. Here it goes. There's Golden with the Mrs. Candles hands. Let's go. Winner number one. Who's it going to be? Elite Ways. EZ. Let's go. There are shout out to Elite Ways. You are like so deserving of this giveaway. Shout out to you. Says, "Thanks, Frankie. I mean that in caps. Yo, Mafia, ICP, Amp Army, where you at?" Shout out to Elite Ways. Thank you for always being here and being such a big part of the Mafia. I appreciate you so much. And hit that free Discord. You know how to get these giveaways. Get in there and get your free Cardano. You deserve it. Now, let's go ahead and pick winner number two. Shout out to Dave Digital, bro. I love seeing your old profile picture in the chat. I don't know. It's like throwback at this point. But anyway, let's continue on. Bada boom, certificate. Interesting. Yo, Looney, let's go. Shout out to Looney. Bing bong. Thank you for the bing bong, bro. Thank you for watching the content. And thank you for leaving a comment and smashing that like button. Looney has been around for quite some time. Bro, you look like you got a dope chain on in that picture. Let me know what that chain is. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. You've been here for quite some time. You deserve this, bro. Hit that free giveaway section or the free Discord. Excuse me. Go to the giveaway section. and claim your free Cardano. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Winner number 3. Who is it going to be? Medic Money shouting out the winners. Let's go. Let's see. Well done, Looney. Well done. Looney is an OG. Absolutely. Looney's been here forever. But let's go ahead and pick another winner. Here we go. Winner number 3, Crypto Cowboy. Let's go. Frankie the OG, or as some people like to say, Frankie the Og. Shout out to you, bro. You're winner number 3. And you say I'm an OG, and I say go to the Discord and get your giveaway. It's 100% free. Shout out to you, bro. I'm not a rapper, though. Anyway, with all that being said, shout out to Crypto Cowboy. Thank you for being a loyal member of the Mafia. You're winner number 3. Let's go on to our next winner, who is, please rhyme. Dang it. I thought it was going to rhyme. Shout out to Catherine. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the content. Said thanks for all you do, Frankie. Oh. Really? Oh, that's all right. It's not dire. What I could do is I could put this tracker in the wallet. Maybe this would work. Yeah, there you go. This does, it does work. So if you guys want to put your cards in there and just click this little button here, bada boom, your cards will all fan out evenly. I've showed this before, but I'll show it again. I'll load up the fake cards tomorrow and I'll show you guys, or on Monday. Let's go. Shout out to Wick 589. But shout out to Catherine. I appreciate you. Said thanks for all you do, Frankie. Thank you for watching the content. You don't got to thank me. I'm just out here doing what I want. Kind of feel like I'm cheating because I get to work, but I have fun and genuinely enjoy it. Feels kind of weird. But shout out to you. You are winner number 4. Winner number 5. Who's it going to be? Mbatter Virus. Let's go. You're amazing. I'm not amazing, bro. You are. Shout out to Mbatter Virus. Another pretty OG of the channel. You deserve this, bro. Hit that free Discord. Go to the giveaway section. Claim your free prize. Bing bong. Shout out to you, bro. And you are winner number 5. There, yo, Rob and Tyler, bro. I'm on tonight. I have not miscounted one time. Winner number 6. Shout out to Tundra. Says heart. Do we do hearts like this or do we do hearts like that? Let me know in the chat. Is it upside? Is it this way or is it upside down? I don't know. My generation always did that. Not that I had made a whole lot of hearts with my hands, but I remember everybody always doing this, and apparently this is weird. Is this not how everyone always does it? Now apparently everyone goes like that. We used to use this symbol for something else, and it wasn't a heart. Anyway, shout out to Tundra. Thank you for that heart emoji. I appreciate you, bro. Go to that free Discord, hit that giveaway section, and claim your free bag of ADA. Find me another content creator that literally pays people to watch their content. I mean, we have to. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's go ahead. And Miss Candles is cooking. She's like, I'm cooking. She is. I can smell it. Anyway, next winner. Let's see. Yo. Shout out to, I'm going to call you Kentucky. I don't know how to say your name. But he says, Frankie, you're wild for that. Yo, shout out. Well, that might have been too far. But it's the truth. That is the truth. I'm not going to lie. This is a heart. I don't know what this is. That's not a heart. Shout out to Carn. Said Frankie was in the New York Mafia gang. Cannot confirm nor deny. Maybe not me, but anyway, I'm just kidding, guys. That's a legit joke. Let's see. I am the real Dave Digital. Shout out to Dave. Hey, Dave Digital, not Dave Digital's alt account. I'd be careful. Dave does not like impersonators. I don't know, man. I wouldn't mess around with Dave right now. You do look like him, though. I'm not going to lie. You look just like him. Anyway, next winner. Winner number Zach Attack. Let's go. Shout out to Zach Attack. I appreciate you for being here. Said great insights. Hasta pasta. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for watching the content. We're going to give you a free bag of ADA. Tyler, this is really where I start losing count, brother. So, winner number 8. Zach is number 8, potentially. Let's see. Yo, Karn said Frankie definitely camped and search and destroy. Oh, God. Oh, man. It is definitely Friday right now. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Zach is 8. I was right. Let's go. Shout out to Tyler Durden. We are crushing right now. All right, winner number 9. Who's it going to be? The Gaz. Shout out to you, bro. He says, bing bong. I say, bing bong, with an added, I don't know, $20 bills in the air. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for watching the content. Thank you for smashing the like button. And go hit that free Discord. Get your free bag of ADA. Go to the giveaway section. And shout out to Tyler Durden because he's going to be the one sending you that Cardano. Hey, Tyler, I think he sends the winners there, Cardano. For all I know, he could just be pocketing it all. But we don't get any complaints. But shout out to Tyler Durden. I feel like Tyler, you're probably more like a keep half, give half kind of guy. So maybe you only pocket some of it. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I do. He said I do. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Yes, we send Ada for sure. Okay. I was expecting a different answer. I was going to be, he said, because the compliments come to me. He said, because the complaints come to me. Yeah, it's not worth it for him to pocket the money because he's got to deal with people complaining. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Let's go. All right, last winner. Who's it going to be? I'm gonna make this one. Scammer. But they are getting good with these profile pictures. Like, that's a good scammer profile picture. Anyway, next winner. Here we go. Crypto Wanderer. Let's go. Said thank you for the great information. Shout out to Crypto Wanderer. I keep thinking of like what video this is, guys. Definitely, if you have not seen this video, go back and watch it. It is a saucy and completely free tutorial. Right? A lot of people charge for these kind of videos, but not us. At least not for this one. So shout out to you guys and shout out to Crypto Wanderer. Hit that free Discord. Go collect your free Cardano. And with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I'll see you guys on Monday. Same place, same time. Hopefully, I will say this. That scalp long from that dining room, I believe, is still it's still playing out here. Probably getting close to that POC. Oh yeah. So there you go. Shout out to anybody who is in that free dining room. I will just say, if you did take that setup, not that you should ever take setups that are just posted in a Discord, you'll lose all your money. It's never financial advice. If you guys copy trade anyone, you will lose all your money and be a failure in life. I don't even trade real money. I only trade paper. This is all for entertainment purposes only. I'm not even a real trader. But I'm just saying, if you were to have taken that position, I will just say, technically the POC would be TP1 on this, and with a move of about 1%, that would be a TP1 for me as well. So the idea here would be a TP1 at the POC, and as always, flip that POC to support and get a move up to the value area high for a final TP, or you could take partial profits and hold that moon bag to potentially come up and take those highs if we're going to do that. So with all that being said, if you're not in that Discord, guys, go ahead and get in that dining room to get these free setups once a week. And with all that being said, shout out to Mindatron, shout out to Dave Digital. Wait, Dave said 12 minutes. Wait. Well, I think we can get that done, Dave. I think we're good. Stick around for a Frankie fake out, potentially. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Everybody have a safe and fun holiday if you celebrate. And if not, I don't know. Also, just have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys on Monday. That's all I got. Frank Candles out. Bing bong.
Look what's next for me, Joe. I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the f is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working, I'm up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
No, I just ended, but I'm probably about to do a fake out. Well, yeah, 100%, dude. Dude, don't thank me, bro. We're gonna raid you. We raid good people, bro. We raid good people. All right. Okay, go live. Do it. All right, bye, bro. Peace. Oh, I don't know what to do for the fake out. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Okay, we're faking out without knowing we're faking out. Hey, my name is Frankie Candles, but I also want to tell you guys about my friend. While I set this up really quickly, I have this friend, and his name is Matty. Well, his full name or his legal name is Piano Matty B. And we really like him over on his channel. And they do dueling pianos on Fridays and Thursdays, I think, at around this time. So bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. I'm trying to like pull up his channel here. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, bada boom. Well, anyway, guys, this is my friend Piano Matty B. I got to get out of here because Mrs. Candle's cooking is smelling. Whoo, baby. She's cooking some good sauce right now. I cook up the sauce on the charts. Mrs. Candles cooks the sauce in the kitchen. And I got to go eat. So I'm done. But go check out my friend Piano Matty B. We love him. Tell him Frankie Candles sends his love. That's all I got. I'll see you guys next week. Pray for Bitcoin. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand, like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out.